Hi y'all, it is I, Lunar Whale, and this video is from like February-ish, so this is like months old by now. The video itself, the script, the voice work, so if there's any difference in how I speak now on the Lunar Games channel and how I spoke before, I'm sorry about that. And of course about the quality of the video. It won't be that good, sorry, but I just kind of want to get this out now because I've been, as I said, sitting on it for months now. The next few videos that are like long form on the Lunar Whale's main channel and on the Lunar Games the side channel are gonna be so much better in quality, I promise you that. So just enjoy the video, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi everyone, it is I, Lunar Whale, and you know, I've been playing a lot of Fear Hunger 1 and Termina lately, but after playing it so long, I've decided to actually challenge myself in a run like this. But before, I actually go into this challenge run, I want to, establish the rule set, so here are the rules. Number 1, fists only. Of course that's self-explanatory, but I thought I should still say it. Number 2, no Marco. Playing as Marco would make this challenge way too easy because of his ability to hit twice with his fists. Number 3, I cannot use contestant party members. Let me explain what I mean by this, because it's not as simple as just not having them in my party. I can have contestants in my party, but the only action I can do is run and guard. There's a reason why I made the rule like this, but the explanation for that can wait. Necromancy is allowed and also Black Caleb. Number 4, I cannot use magic that does damage. Once again, self-explanatory, no hurting, no black orb, but healing spells are allowed. Number 5, no insane damage dealing items. And what do I mean by that exactly? Well, mostly just Olivia's toxicology skill. Let me just show you how much of a choke some battles can get using her skill. However, every other item is allowed. Explosive vials, canisters, healing items, everything. And number 6, I must go for ending B. I could have done ending A, but I felt like with no contestant party members, B is a bit more fitting. Alright, now that we know the rules, let's go and beat this. As the player character, I chose Dawn, not only because he's one of my favorites, but also because of a skill he gets called Analyze, which makes an enemy's body part vulnerable, often targeting the head. I chose the name Dawn for him because I couldn't think of anything else, chose Fear and Hunger difficulty, and began my adventure. Since I have already played the game a bunch of times, I'll just skip through the intro and went straight to the skill selections, but I'll summarize his story for video's sake. Dawn grew up in the kingdom of Rondon. His parents were followers of Sylvian, and as per usual with Sylvian followers, they put on their bunny masks and go to the rituals in the meadows. Dawn hated his parents and his life because of his parents focusing more on the rituals and religion. They even tried passing magic onto him. One day, Dawn's parents succumbed to the rituals and never came back. At age 13, he could either do honors work or become a pickpocket. I chose honors work so I could get the skill analyzed from the start. Later in life, he eventually started to work for the Baron, learning to appreciate the finer things in life and also learning good manners. Over time, Dawn met the Baron's daughter. They talked about their crazy upbringing and cultish parents. Baron was interested to learn more about his backstory, such as how Sylvian's magic heals people. In exchange, he taught Dawn how to use modern-day medical practices. Here, I chose to learn more about these to get analyzed. In his adulthood, the conflict between the Eastern Union and the Bremen Kingdom started their war, and dragged neighboring countries into it, and the kingdom enlisted all able-bodied men to fight, and this included Dawn. Here the game asks if we want to be a medic or a soldier in the war. The choice was given to us because of our medical background. I chose to be a medic, mostly because of the healing item it gives us. The weapons don't mean anything to us because of the challenge. So many unspeakable things happened during the war, and his sanity hit a low point, but the letters from his fiancée Alice, the Baron's daughter, kept him sane. Except the letters stopped appearing suddenly. After Rondon withdrew from the war, he rushed back to his home, only to find everyone deceased in the basement, including his fiancée Alice and the Baron. The occult had completely took over the manor, and they had sacrificed themselves in order to please the old gods with this ritual. Out of desperation, Dawn attempted to resurrect his fiancée by sacrificing his left eye in a ritual. Unfortunately, his attempts to save her were unsuccessful. Dawn was heartbroken and felt complete despair as he tried to find a reason why they all died, which is when he found a couple mentions of a town called Prehevel. We packed medical goods for safety and ventured on. We save our game, unequip our weapon and rush out of the train. Here we meet everyone. Marina the occultist, Karen the journalist, Osa the yellow mage, Marco the thug, Abella the mechanic, Olivia the botanist, August, and then Henrik. We quickly rush through the place in search of supplies. We don't really find anything remarkable, just a couple of herbs and such. When we get to the docks, that's when our first battle begins. These enemies don't do anything and are very quickly killed, but at least this shows how Analyze works. Then a friend of mine and later more friends joined in to see this challenge. I won't really show much, but just know that they're there. If I have anything to promote from my friends, it'll be in the description. Moving along, we make our way into the mansion. On the way, we find Karen, and I thought, what if?
I could also, you know. I mean, I'm doing ending B. That was my other thing, that I'm doing ending B. So I could.
Oh, you could. Yeah, if you want to test it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I can survive one, like, you know, one shot. One what?
What?
Lol.
So yeah, my first contestant victim was Karen. Killing her netted me the Endless Soul, which is going to be crucial thanks to the lockpicking skill. Before going into the mansion, this happened.
I still need to get used to the running mechanic, honestly.
That's good.
Run saved, honestly, that's it, I won. I won.
So yeah, as you can see from my reaction, I was pretty happy with this find. Actually going to the mansion now, I met Henrik. Stepped him out of turning into the mayor, do this.
Cool.
Get the key, show Henrik the food storage, get the sewer key, and send him back to the train. I myself went back to the train, used the hexen to get Pursuit, Lockpick, Diagnosis, and Organ Harvest. After that I made my way back towards the woodsman, killed him, got his supplies, went into the sewers so that I can get access to the city. Got to the church, saw Serval kill one of the bobbies, said hi to Osa and then killed him over a bad joke, netting me the Enlightened Soul. Went back towards the city gates, got into a nearby restaurant, killed Soldier Boy over heroin, ventured forth after my quick kill, tried dodging the bobbies but...
If you're done with all that, just generate it.
Oh well, ow. What the fuck?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's the first death of the run. So I did everything again, but this time in the bookstore I got the Fear Hunger Skin Bible, which honestly is a run saver.
Yes! Yes!
I quickly saved, so I won't have to do this all over again. Saw Sergal, killed Osa because of the...
Well, yeah, because the whole thing about the cube is that Revolve knows people held the cube.
Anyways, saw Sergal again, killed Osa because of the joke, went to a restaurant, got Levi's head and the solitary soul. And then I met the man himself, Pocket Cat.
No, I don't hear laughing actually.
I love the fucking sped up slapping, yeah,
I bought Alchemilla Volume 2 and 3 from him so that I removed them from the library drop pool. And because of that I can now also craft murky vials, which will be really good and important in my run in some places. Going ahead, I already made a few murky vials, went near the apartments, killed the fecal hound, dodged the other, and then someone special visited.
Why are you here?
I didn't really want to attack, but ultimately I went ahead and tried. I tried using Analyze, but...
Nidus doesn't seem to have a clear weakness. Never mind, I'm fucked.
After winning the coin toss, I got my hopes up. Tried using glass shard, but the first one didn't blind him. No problem, I have several. On the second try it finally happened. His eyes were bleeding. I threw down my canister and it did like no damage.
It didn't. What? It didn't do shit? What? It didn't do what?
But after a slow fight, I am victorious. Afterwards, I arrive at Pre-Hevel Pop, drew an F8 circle in the secret hideout, went ahead into the cafe, got myself a lot of alcohol, dodged a few sojobs, looked at the Katsueki poster, and got one of the most important accessories in the run, the Leechmonger Ring. It's basically an item that heals me based off of my physical damage ideal, though it won't really heal me for much, because my damage will be rather low thanks to me only having fists, but still, it is a really handy accessory. Then I visited Dr. Keffer's. After thinking about getting the hardened heart, I ultimately decided against it, mostly because of the later fights having multi-hit attacks, and also since I'd rather stock up on tobacco. Went back to the pop and messed up my soulstone calculation, being 1 stone short of getting the plus agility from the FH god. But whatever, I got my other really important skill, meditate, which when I got gives me bonus rev. Right, so do you guys remember what I said about the party member thing? Because now it's time to get Marina, because of a really important thing she has. I got out of the pop, and on my way to the bookstore, Deathmatch showed up. Even though I dodged him, I knew that he's going to be a pain in the ass going back. After finally reaching the bookstore, I did the dialogue choice that triggers Marina joining my party when I go to the church. Got to the church and got Marina. Instantly used her skill engrave, which is why I wanted to get her. I engraved the F8 symbol to get plus 5 agility. And why is that important, you may ask? Well, it's because if you have 16 agility, you get an extra turn, which is not only really good in regular runs, but it's gonna be really important in this run. Going back, of course I run into Deathmask, but luckily I instantly run away. But on my way back, the mob gets me and I have no means of escape. Did I cut off that head? Yes, I did. Excuse me? Excuse you? Hello? What? I shit you not, I had to do this entire thing for over 20 minutes, dying to the mob, or Deathmask, or just a simple Bobby. But finally, I got Marina. I let her leave my party, then I immediately went and fought her. Got her soulstone drop and the channeling soul. I slept again so that I can get the plus 1 agility. On my way out I fought the Deathmask. Took me a bit, but at least we killed him. I went ahead and saw Pav pointing a gun towards Marco and Tanaka. Like the good person I was, I jumped in and intervened, attacking Pav. He started off with shooting me before I could even react. I decided to guard because of meditate. Quickly, with a full revved up attack, I got his arms. I guard again for the rev and then go for his body. Finishing the fight, my reward is the chaotic soul. Marco thanks me for helping them, but fighting Marco, I removed his right arm so he couldn't do his most damaging move. Then went for the body to finish him off, netting me the tainted soul. Then came Tanaka, who I just used Analyze on and killed him with hitting him in the head, securing me the latent soul. I went back to the train to greet Olivia and Hendrik after my triple kill, healed up a bit and then fought Olivia. I was hoping she doesn't cast Irritate or anything during my Analyze turn. Luckily, she didn't do anything like that. With a hit in the head, I finished the fight really easily, getting me the Shadowed Soul. I didn't want to kill Hendrik just yet, for reasons I'll tell when we get to it. Afterward, I did a bit of killing and head collecting on my way back to the city, going towards the Orphanage. I went on a bit of a detour, going down the stairs and going fully to the left. You can trigger an August event, where if you talk to him you can fight him. He has a coin flip attack, which I luckily dodged. With an Analyze, one hit on the head combo, I finish him off too, which got me the Tormented Soul. In the Orphanage, I killed a bunch of cherubs and a ghost girl. Going upstairs, I use my Book of Enlightenment, then start the Father Hugo fight. I did the usual Analyze, then hit him in the head. Sadly, he has a lot of HP, even on the head, so I could not beat him before he used Force Earth. So I couldn't get the extra loot from his office. but killing him got me the key to unlock every single door in the orphanage. On the same floor I went to the hex table, got my soulstone and left. Sadly, this hex table is only available on easy or master mode, though on master mode you have to fight the gold bros, which act as like a chrome mauler light from the first game. Downstairs I went and grabbed the usual board, which will come in handy later, went into the rare dimension and grabbed my first effigy, the Hunger effigy. On my way out, I went to one of the rooms that needed for a Hugo's key. After that I went shopping and
80. Oh, no. I thought it'd be like 80.
Am I gonna die because of my stupidity? That's good, that's fun, that's fun. Alright, we'll include that. It's fine, I have a save. So it's okay.
yeah, my dumbass got stuck on some chairs and died to sew jobs, so I had to do this all over again. I killed Father Hugo, got the soul, cleared the basement, get the Hunger effigy and do some shopping. This time I made it out alive, and then went instantly to the apartments. Though on my way out I did run into the mob, luckily I dodged them. In the apartments I grabbed the key and went to the second floor to the doll room. Here, if you have the Ouija board, and exhaust every dialogue option and then go to the toilet at the end of the floor, you can get the combination to the washing machine in the basement without doing any thinking. After getting the code, I pushed the horse statue to get down quicker, inputted the code, got into the rare dimension, got a few enemies, got their heads, got the effigy, which was the Felatio effigy, I hope I pronounced it correctly. After that, I got out of the rare dimension and made my way back towards the church to get the last effigy. On my way I killed a few enemies, and then in the church is the bolt cutter method to get to the basement. But if you go this way you cannot get the Katsuaki fight item, so be careful if you want to fight her. In the basement I made my way towards the effigy, which was the martyr effigy. I grabbed the church key from the corpse, then made my way out, or that's what I would have liked to do.
You can still hurt yourself though with weapons not equipped. I've had it with Markar, but I think it's, I don't know. I think it's like random.
I hate myself. Whoa. Okay. When was my last save? Was it at Father Hugo?
I think it was.
So yeah, I have to do what I just did all over again. But before that, I somehow died to Father Hugo. Anyways, my next attempt went better, so let's just quickly go through everything again. I killed Father Hugo, got the soulstone, cleared the basement, got the Hunger effigy, did some shopping, went to the apartments, got the other effigy, but instead of going to the church, I changed plans. I made my way back towards the train so I could get some abilities, save, and kill 2 more contestants. After sleeping, I went to the docks on the right to see Henrik and Caligura talking. This is why I didn't kill Henrik immediately. If you killed Levi, or you are playing as him, this is one of the only ways you can fight him in human form. The other would be playing as Marco, sleeping in the mayor's house, or sleeping as a Bella in the mayor's house. Of course, I went for Caligura first in this disturbing situation, did my usual analyze one-hit head combo, and got the decrepit soul. Henrik thanked me, but these would be his last positive words towards me. He is one of the more tougher human fights, having bigger agility than the player does, so he goes first. And he even has second turns sometimes, though that depends on how big your agility is. Though that didn't stop me from the analyze one hit head combo. Finishing him off got me the suffocated soul. After killing them both, I only had 2 contestants left, Samari and Abella. These 2 would be the hardest ones yet, since both of them are in their Moonscorch forms now. Now instead of the bolt cutter method, I decided to unlock the elevator to kill Moonless and get a lot of healing items. So I got into the sewers, did the puzzle, got a shit ton of healing items, and then went and met Moonless. Before the fight, I used Poison Tip so that I can apply poison with my hits, and I used an item that gives me regen. I waited till Moonless showed up fully, blinded her with glass shards, then started to just punch her. Didn't want to do it, but sadly, I had to. After killing Moonless, I went down an elevator shaft for some extra loot and found Tanaka? Doppelganger Tanaka, that is. Did my usual, activated the generator, went up the elevator, and instantly saved my game. I went and got the Martyr effigy again, went into battle with Moonscorch Samurai. Somehow I pulled it off and killed her, and that got me the Radiating Soul. And with that, only one other contestant remains other than Dawn, the Bella. I went back to the train and got some skills so that I'll have a chance against the Bella. Went to the bunker where she was at, and
But, like, they make you do
what the
so
fuck?
many fucking
What
fights.
the fuck? I got my ass absolutely destroyed. And this is where a lot of preparation begins. And this is the reason why I allowed non-contestant party members. I just realized that I could not beat her solo. I mean, I did it before, but I'd rather not reset until I don't get nauseous from Doomsday Trumpet. So I just did a lot of preparing. Got Gorgoroth Affinity for Necromancy and Blood Golem. Got Pheromones, Healing Whispers, and Loving Whispers for later fights. I did indeed also get Black Caleb. After hours of preparations, I got my Ghoul, Big Scary, and Black Caleb. I go back down and prepare. To get into a fight, I got instantly so that I don't die to Pummel potentially. Caleb sadly got hit by Doomsday Trumpet and get instantly killed by Pummel. I summoned the Blood Golem, the fourth body member. I immediately cast Pheromones so that she only targets my Blood Golem. The Doomsday Trumpet misses everyone this turn. I heal, but then I lose the coin flip.
Differently, you know?
Oh, I didn't
That's
guard.
not, it's not
I
like
didn't
from,
guard.
that's, I don't think,
Oh
that's what
my
you meant. I
god.
don't think that's what you meant.
When I reloaded my save, going from pre-Hevel Bop, I went to the church. I got and fought Serval. Before him, there's this priest guy and this dude with a lot of abs. And now, for the actual circle fight. So a strategy for the fight is that if you cut one of the arms off, he calls you a coward, and the fight ends right there, letting you the Serval Spear, which is a really good two-handed weapon. I go ahead, get into Donovan's house, use the hex, and then save. Afterwards, I get my Ghoul and Black Caleb back. Not expecting much, but still being hopeful, I get into the fight and do what I do best. Guard. My Ghoul got nauseous, but doesn't get hit by the pummel. Instead, I take it, but since I was guarding, it doesn't do that much damage. I cast my Blood Golem, I summon him, and then I guard again. I still had to do the coin flip attack, but I won it this time. I casted Pheromones on the Blood Golem, and then just went for the kill. Eventually, I finally did it. I defeated her, netting me the Caressing Soul, which is the last one I need. With the victory in the bag, I went down the elevator to rub the Ghoul, and then I got jumped by a Bella again. Luckily, I quickly revived the dead, go into the Red Dimension, and then I can finally leave the bunker. On my way back, Caleb stops to eat grass. Left him there because he deserves his break after what just happened. Give armor to my ghouls, get into a few fights, use the instant rot bug to make the mob fight really easy. Sorry about that, Miro. After that, I make my way back towards the tower, getting ready with my final preparations, fully recovering myself, both body and mind, shoot up some drugs to make me stronger in the fight. Then, I step in, confront Percolay about the festival, and then I got into the fight. First things first, I summon the Blood Golem, then I cast Pheromones on the Blood Golem. Mid-fight, I forget that I didn't put on Poison Tip before, so I use it now. Percolay puts his wings up to guard, but that's no use against my poison. I heal my guys whenever I need to, but letting my Blood Golem die. Since he is temporary, doesn't matter if he dies or not. After a while, Percolate finally goes down, and now it's time for Rare. Percolate's chains break, Rare gets closer and closer, and then here it is, our final battle. I summon my blood golem, pheromones him as usual, heal whenever needed with double healing whispers, and then just go to fucking town on Rare. I start beating the shit out of Rare. It took so goddamn long to finish Rare off with only punching, but I did it. I beat Rare. I punched God in the face.
Yes,
Easy, first try.
You punched
Good job,
God in the
easy.
face!
I literally
Good job,
punched God
Izzy.
in the face.
Isn't this the bad ending?
No, it's
Like,
ending
no, this
B.
is the good ending. Oh, okay.
I mean, for Dawn, maybe. And with that, ending B is completed with only.
And with that, guys, please leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe, and drop that bell. Hello.
Add this to your favorites.
Add this to your favorites. Send this to your text this to your grandma.
Text this to your grandma on WhatsApp or the Facebook group chat.
It's like that video that TikTok got on TikTok. Hey, text your mom this. Hey, give your mom this Fear Hunger video.
But seriously, this challenge is finally over. It took a bit to complete, but I feel satisfied with the ending. Of course, I could have done way better, but overall, I feel pretty accomplished. And you'll most likely do more challenge runs with either Fear and Hunger or Termina. And I think I already have a few good ideas, but this is it for now. I'm glad you watched it till the end, even if it was a bit dry or not as good as other challenge videos, but I still do hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.